Hi, it's Martin. Today I want to share a very interesting writing tip that's called metaphor. Yes, so metaphor can be used in narrative essay and descriptive essay. So a lot of students have been asking me, how can I write my sentence in an interesting way? So one of the tips is metaphor. Okay, I think you may probably hear about something that's called simile, which is this one. Okay, simile is something like you use like or as. Okay, like you look like a monkey. That's a simile. You are as busy as a bee. So that's a simile. All right. And when it comes to metaphor, it will be a bit different. Okay. So basically, what is metaphor? You try to compare one thing with another. That's called metaphor. So it really looks like simile, but they don't use the same words. Okay, like this. Like for example, for the sentence just now, you use as or you use like. Okay, he is as busy as a bee. Okay, so basically this is a simile. So you use as. But when it comes to metaphor, you don't use as or you don't use like. So we just simply write a sentence like this. He is a busy bee. So that's a metaphor. So you compare this boy with a bee. Okay? So if you ask me, what's the difference between metaphor and simile? This. Simile, we use as or we use like. Metaphor, we don't use it. Okay, so the question is, what kind of metaphor are there? So you can use it for different situations. For example, like this busy bee, it's a noun. Okay, let me make one more example. Okay, let's say I have a lot of homework. So instead of writing a lot of homework, you can write something like this. I have a mountain of homework. You see? So metaphor really requires creativity to write a sentence like this. It requires a lot of reading so that you can get the kinds of metaphor in the paragraph or any sentences. So here I use a mountain of. You see, this is a noun. Alright. Okay, let's write a sentence using verb. Okay, he ran down the stairs. Alright, he ran down the stairs. So instead of writing he ran, I can say he flew. A man cannot fly. So I write flew down the stairs. Okay, if you have any better words, maybe you can use it. So this is a verb, a kind of metaphor using verb. Alright, it's very interesting. Okay, let me make one more example by using prepositional phrase. So prepositional phrase is basically you add prepositions and a few words combining together. That's called prepositional phrase. Okay, let's say my career is in danger. Okay, how about I change it to my career, okay, is, okay, preposition on a razor. Razor is something that's very sharp. Okay, it's on the razor's apostrophe s, edge. Edge, it means 边缘. Alright, so razor's edge. So it actually means your career, it's at a very dangerous situation. Okay, so this is called the prepositional phrase. Alright. So I'll write it in short form, prep phrase. Okay. And one more, which is, okay, let me give you one more for the verb. Okay, let's say I can write something like this. My finger is painful. It's painful. So instead of writing painful, I can say like this. My finger, what is it cooler? So my finger cried out loud. You see, your finger doesn't cry. You see, so metaphor is something that's very creative. It's like you are trying to mess around or you play with the sentences to make it look more interesting. So basically for me, I like to use metaphor. Okay? But if you want to use it properly, you have to read a lot of materials so that you can get the idea. Alright? So cry is a verb. Okay, and one more, the last one will be the appositive phrase. Okay, when it comes to appositive phrase, it's you use two comma, okay, to describe something. Okay, let me write something like this. My classroom. Okay, and then you put comma. So, my classroom. How do you describe your classroom? If it's very noisy, it looks like a zoo. Okay, so I write my classroom, a happening zoo. Do you know the meaning of happening? It's renal. Alright, it's like in the market, in the shopping mall. Okay, so my classroom, a happening zoo. Okay, comma, comma. Do you see that? This is called the appositive phrase. Okay, so my classroom, the happening zoo, is my second home. Alright? Okay, so basically these are all the metaphors, the kind of types of metaphors that you can use. Okay, I hope this tip can help you in your writing. So I see you next time. Yeah, goodbye.